Hi, it's Juris and welcome to Tattoo Shop Talk. And today we have alter ego of Carlos Human Tattoo, umanvisionart, and we'll talk more about that. Probably people who follow this channel already know that part of Carlos, but maybe there'll be some new viewers. So who's Carlos Tattoo and Carlos Human, and who's umanvisionart? Tell us, good sir.
I feel so official. I'm still the same Carlos. A few years ago I realized I want to push more into the art scene, and maybe in the near future make a living out of doing art instead of just tattooing. And tattooing would be a hobby for me that I would probably not quit as long as I can keep doing it. Knowing how many tattooers are quitting job because it's getting too hard after like maybe 55, 60 years, you know, when you pass that age, then the quality start to go down, and it seems like tattooers do not enjoy as much as they used to. And all that just came to me as a realization a few years ago, and I thought, this tattooing gave me an opportunity to become as an artist in general. I just have to push myself, and just because I love to draw so much, I could actually do it. So that's why I switched from Carlos Human Tattooer to umanvisionart. This is the second year that I actually started this Instagram account, and it blew up super fast just because of me posting videos of me practicing and doodling and doing my stuff. And when I saw that progress, I realized it's not just a dream to become an artist. It's weird to say become an artist because like tattooing is kind of an art kind of job, right?
And also you were drawing also on tattoo page, but it was more like tattoo related.
Yeah, it was more tattoo related.
How this is different from that?
It's totally different, and actually, like, I don't know, since I started tattooing, I always been practicing drawing in general. Like, I took my job super serious, and I knew how good I am, and I knew what I'm missing, and I always tried to learn new things, and it kind of became a habit. When I worked in Denmark, I used to draw like tattoo designs again and again, and try to become better, and that kind of sharpened my skills in drawing in general. But a few years ago, when I realized that I actually want to become better as an artist in general, not just a tattooer, when I started drawing designs that was not tattoo related, I realized I'm so stuck into this tattoo related style, old school style. I wanted to kind of escape from it and get out of it. And it took me some time, and now I feel like I'm finally going that artsy direction with it, illustration kind of type. It's two different worlds. At the same time, it's kind of the same vibe, simplicity and illustrations, but...
So if you have to describe it, it's illustrative style, or how you would describe why it's different from the tattoo?
It's when I do tattoo designs, I always think about keeping space between the lines so tattoo ages better. I think about where I'm gonna put these colors, how I'm gonna shade it. In drawing, in illustration, there is much bigger freedom, I guess, because you can experiment with how busy is the design, and you can add some extra details, or you can make those kind of things that wouldn't work in tattooing. Just because I got so stuck with the tattoo design and simplifying the designs in traditional way, when I started doing these illustrations, it was hard to put back those details. I kind of didn't know where to put them. And you know, there's different techniques how to shade with darker ink, with mixing colors or whatever. It's different. It was a little bit tricky. I remember when I was in the shop, I talked with my colleagues, and I said, oh my god, it's so hard to get away from tattoo style to just do just a simple illustration from your imagination, for example. I always been following this one guy, Kim Jong-gi, who's drawing without sketching, with the ink pen straight on the page. And then I follow other guys like Katsuya Terada there's this one guy, and he's also like doodling on the page. At some point I realized I actually want to try this technique. It's like a crazy commitment to draw without sketching. I started using brush pens, like black brush ink pens, because then you can kind of play around with the lines, with the thickness. When I started doing it, I realized you can actually learn really well. You can learn drawing faster than if you would draw with just a pencil, because with the pencil, you have always a chance to go back, erase it when you draw.
So it's kind of like tattooing?
It's almost like tattooing, yeah.
On the skin.
Yeah, it's like you have, when you draw, you have to know where you put the line, and sometimes you're guessing wrong, and if you mess up your design in the middle of way, you will remember next time, because it's a pain in the ass to like redraw everything. And when I started drawing these doodle videos from beginning, it's like 10-second video, but actually I spend 3 to 4 to 5 hours. Sometimes I redraw one drawing 7 times till I was happy, because it kind of looks like I'm just doing this because it's like, oh, I'm used to doing this. But the beginning was rough. I remember I wasn't breathing well when I did those lines, because I was so like worried that the line will go wrong. It was but that was a good practice for me, and now it's so much. Like I gained so much progress in drawing that I cannot believe it myself sometimes. It's just crazy.
How many years you've been tattooing and drawing for tattooing, and now this on top?
It's like almost 15 years with tattooing. Probably I started 15 years ago tattooing at home. Professionally 14 years.
And drawing at the same time.
And drawing at the same time from beginning. I did learn how to draw tattoo designs, but from time to time, I actually did those studies, what you would go through in the schools. From time to time, I took some art private classes. Even like 4 years ago, or before the COVID, I paid a teacher for the private lessons that I was using twice a month. He was teaching me basics. So I've been always like jumping into this academic art studies. 2 years ago I realized I can do it myself. I made a plan. I just made a schedule. Like first 4 weeks I do warm-ups, line shapes, basic forms, observation, gestures. Then in the week 5th to 8th week, study anatomy. Then in the 9th week to 12th week, perspective studies, experiment with complex compositions, blah blah blah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months courses. I made it for myself just to go through and learn. And when I started doing this, I could see how fast I'm progressing. It was the right time and right moment in my life, because I think a lot of people thought I'm going mentally crazy, because I was not going out at all. I was drawing from 9 to 12 hours a day. I started tattooing less than ever. I tattooed 3 hours a day, and the rest of the day I was just studying drawing. I woke up at 6 in the morning. I was drawing till I have to go to the work. Then I came back and I was keep studying drawing till I went to sleep. And I did that for almost 7 months in a row, every day. I didn't skip. I might skip like few days in all 7 months of drawing. The rest I just did draw. Like I've been practicing on some Olympic games as an athlete.
And that I want to point out, when we had a live stream and you were painting a little flash piece, and then somebody was like, oh, but it's easy for Carlos, he can draw anything or everything. And it's like, if you put together that it's 15 years of practicing and then last 2 years going hardcore on it, yeah, he can draw anything, but it's not like he was born with it.
That's the thing. Like, I sometimes get a bit upset when people say, oh, you're so talented. Like, I remember how I used to draw 15 years ago, and it was not good at all. The guys who work in our shop, like who got apprenticeship, before they started tattooing, they were better skilled than me. I was when I started. I always say like the talent is what's inside your mind, like how you put things together and how you create sentences. This is like your personality. But like the skill part is just learning. Some people can learn faster, some not. I probably think if Jancis would put that much work, he would be like the most brilliant artist in the world.
Giga artist.
Yeah, because like some people just catch those things faster. For me, I'm just grinding it.
Could you show an example and also maybe compare it, what you do on a human vision art and compare to some flash sheet what you do from tattooing day?
I can show you like the drawing I did in 2004 and the drawing I did yesterday. 2004 is a long time ago.
If you are a person, you are born and now you can drink alcohol in America.
I have some old drawings from back in days. I don't know, you can see it.
One of them will work.
This is like from 2004, before I started going to the art school. I didn't finish the art school. I kind of I quit in the first year because I was not the most good guy. This kind of stuff I did when I was 20 some years ago. Some flash that I did when I used to live in Denmark. Yeah, I did these kind of like 2015. This was actually in 2014. This was when we moved to Falen Street tattoo in electric. And I remember I just broke up with my girlfriend and I was like sitting home drawing every day one flash sheet for like, then I made all the wall with flash sheets in like months time, 1 month. And I remember from there I skilled up as well. And when I went to Australia, I was also drawing like crazy. Then I also felt like my skill is like...
You suggest to get a girlfriend and then break up?
yeah, you have to have a heartbreak.
Take a note.
This is a flash sheet I painted last year. And it's like, you can see it's much more clean and more solid or more professional. When I started tattooing, I got addicted to this feeling where you just see the progress. I think that's the one thing that keeps me doing it. It's like going to the gym and when you start to see like your muscles are growing. It's the same with drawing. And this I did yesterday. And this was with the ink. Without sketching. I don't know if you can see it, but still it's kind of similar as tattoo designing. You can see how I'm doodling this on my Instagram account. Last year I did these kind of drawings almost every day. And then I counted how many pages I have done, and it was more pages than days in year. Sometimes I did few pages a day. Even if I skipped some days and last 2 months of the year, I didn't draw that much. It was all the Christmas time, and I was like almost like taking break from it. But till November, I was just drawing. A folder from last year of doodling. I can make a book. Like
maybe you should.
It's like super thick. There's a lot, like more than 300 pages of every drawing is a little different from each other.
Can we expect a book?
Yeah. The money is the problem. I need a little money to make the book, but at some point I will make it. For now, I'm focusing on other things, but I would probably do a book in some time.
Can you show some of the larger format, or that's not ready to be shown yet?
Oh no, this is the same. Like I'm drawing straight with the ink pen. With a marker, without any sketching. It's actually on the other side. There's other drawing that I did a few years ago when I messed it up. I used the same page. I did this drawing in like 2 days. like 5 hours each day. Can you see? It's big. I'm planning to have an art exhibition and I want to draw on this kind of size page in front of people to show, like doing an art show with the exhibition, show my latest paintings I did. Live action. Weird showing off. I bought many sketchbooks and I've been, like every day I draw in a different sketchbook. One sketchbook is about composition, another sketchbook is about gestures. Then there is a sketchbook where I draw only tools. Then there is a sketchbook where I draw only dragons. And I have like, I don't know, 15 different sketchbooks which I draw at the same.
More about the exhibition. What's the plan and what's the future plans with that type of stuff?
Planning to do an exhibition in 10th of May in Riga, in capital of Latvia. I'm planning to have a DJ there who's gonna play a trippy music. While he's playing, I'm gonna do a live drawing for 6 hours from 6 to 12 in the midnight. I'm planning to serve some weird type of cocktail similar to what we did with Emil's, but this time I will do my solo exhibition. Yeah, I wanna do a weird doodle while I'm drawing without any planning before, and I want people to kind of party with me and see how the progress is going with the drawing on a blank paper. So.
And is it just one-off, or you want to plan to do more, or what sort of people do you want to reach with that type of stuff?
For now, I just want to do this one. I want to make a video, make like some video clip where I can show people what I can do. My plan is to kind of use these skills to go to some conventions and maybe draw there. We'll see. I don't know, like even, but I have this kind of idea. I've seen some artists travel around the world and doing live drawings front of the crowd in Comic-Cons and stuff like that. And I would like to have something similar, maybe. I don't know. I think I really enjoy drawing in front of people in this kind of environment. When I did these murals last year, I really enjoyed it, where there were people sitting next to me and watching the progress.
If you are organizing some sort of event where that can be part of, then
yeah,
DM him.
Yeah, I'm totally up for doing stuff like that.
And what about digital stuff? Anything like that? You do it, or it's all on paper?
I have some commissions from time to time. There's people asking me to do posters, then I do like digital. There was this one carnival from Spain. It was like one of the oldest carnivals in the world. They asked me to do a poster. I don't even know how they found me, actually. And they found me through my tattoo page, so I was really I didn't know where they're coming from. Maybe from TikTok, because I have a profile there too. I got some few million views there on some videos, maybe from there.
And prints? You had some prints? How did that go?
And
we'll have more?
Yeah.
It was limited, right?
Limited. I did screen printing. Basically, I made line work, then I colored it digitally. So I made it with 3 different tones. And then I went to the screen print factory. One nice lady from screen print place called Luste in Riga. She helped me with it. I really like the screen print printing, because it's kind of still like custom made. Each print is kind of unique. I want to keep doing that. I want to experiment with different colors. There's some colors you can heat it up, those colors, and then they make different textures. You can actually change the color from heating, and you can put some gold color. So I want to experiment. I want to, like, for example, you do a dragon and those scales do with special color, and then you heat it up, and then they kind of like get kind of fluffy. I don't know, not fluffy, but
3D. No, that's 3D.
Yeah, with the relief. Like, yeah, she told me all kinds of tricks, and so I want to like experiment with that, but I've been busy with other things that it's not time for everything at the same time.
Still tattooing, not quitting tattooing?
Probably not gonna quit tattoo till my back is gonna quit. Yeah, I don't wanna, like, I really enjoy tattooing. Some years ago I thought maybe one day I will quit tattooing, but it's so much fun. The best option for me would be to just tattoo 1 to 2 a day, 4 days a week, and do these pieces that I'm doing now, mostly like tattoos that I like to do. It's like a dream. I'm living the dream already. In a really good spot. People asking me if I'm gonna go back to Denmark, but I'm not planning to travel with tattooing for now.
Yeah, we are at Carlos's studio now. This is the Human Vision place. A bit different background.
Yeah, I did this painting when I got this flat. This is in my apartment. I would just keep doing some weird projects, sometimes murals, sometimes... I don't know, I came up with this idea where I'm gonna draw like these small paintings and then I will hide them in the city while making video where I'm hiding them so people can pick them up. How do you, like geocaching? No, how do you call it?
Geocaching, yeah, but geocaching, they leave it there. I don't think that somebody will take them.
Yeah. Well, this is
a little present.
Little present for free. The one who's gonna find it, he can pick it up. Because me and my friend, we did last year. We did this. We did draw in the pub, and then we placed this drawing somewhere, hide it in a lamp in the pub somewhere, and then some people found it, and it was funny. I just wanna do some stuff.
Cool.
Like we also did, like I painted on a plywood, and then we went to the woods. Every time I did hiking, I was painting somewhere on the tree in the woods. So I did like, I don't know, 12 maybe paintings in the woods in Latvia. So yeah, live life, live love, live long life, live love, live love, love.
Carlos Human Vision Art, Carlos Human Tattoo.
Thank you. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me. Well, that's about it. Check all the links in the video description. Check all the Carlos's profiles, webpage. If you want to reach out, DM or hit an email. Check all what's down there and follow his other profile and follow his artsy, less tattooy stuff as well. It's a lot of content, TikTok, Instagram,